Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
ईश्वर व्यक्ति की रक्षा तभी करते हैं जब वो व्यक्ति धर्म की रक्षा करता है. And oh my god, that line. It's something Yudhishthir tells to Duryodhan. And it stuck with me. And it reminds me of every non-believer or someone who has not experienced God or does not believe in his existence. I'm just repeating myself. You get the point. And yeah, they keep on doing wrong things, keep on justifying wrong actions, keep on living a lie because that's the only thing that's working out for them, and they don't experience the kind of good that God can bring to their life, and then proclaim that God does not exist and stuff like that. And when bad happens to them, that gives them another reason that God does not exist, because bad is all around. And if God did exist, this bad thing wouldn't have happened to me and stuff like that. And that is because of the person's actions and actions of people who are doing wrong things in the world. It is not specifically because of God or because He wanted these things to happen. And the dialogue that I started this whole episode with builds my faith in the fact that when you are righteous, when you are following your dharma and your duty, you will be protected by God, and He will look after you in so many ways that you couldn't have imagined. And I just wanted to bring that message forth in case you're someone who tries to be good, who tries to stay on the right path, who wants to be truthful, who wants to be kind, and just feels like there's no use and people don't get it and it's so rare. I want to send you a reminder that God is going to protect you because you are protecting dharma and because you're doing the right thing. So you are His child already, and He is going to look after you. You don't stop doing the good things just because you see so much of bad happening in the world. And yeah, I know at this point I have become obsessed with Mahabharata. If you have heard the previous few episodes, you know that, but it's because I have been reading and watching it both at the same time. And obviously, it is meant to have an impact on me. But I just did not know I would be so beautifully consumed by everything it has to say and how it has strengthened my belief in all the things that I needed to hear, all the things that will keep me rooted in my faith. And I know the ones who can relate to Arjun and are in that situation in their life and feel lost and confused, want to go back to God and want to bring the good, want to experience good in their lives, and they will feel let down at times and low at times. And when there is a dialogue or a writing that speaks to me, words that speak to me, to my soul, I know I have to share it to someone who might need to hear it as well. Because the way it spoke to me could be the way it speaks to you as well. And that's the whole point of this podcast, to figure life out together, to not give up on right action and belief. I also want to talk about one of the other dialogues where Krishna is like, जब जब धरती पर अधर्म होगा तब तक मैं धर्म स्थापित करने के लिए जन्म लूंगा. And yeah, it is again such a beautiful reminder of the fact that God will not tolerate wrong things. And just because people get away with it on earth does not mean that they won't be going through the consequences of that. And yeah, but just leaving all of it aside, I know I'm like taking a lot of pauses, and because the dialogue is still sinking in, and it makes me feel so good whenever I hear something like that, that God is with you, He's supporting you. And if you are a believer in Dharma, and if you are spreading that, He will take care of you, and you're so loved, and you don't have to worry as much, because we carry so much of fear in our hearts. We live by fear all the time. But if you were to think of a life where you don't have to fear and you just have to be a good person, because by the virtue of being a good human and spreading good to others, God will take care of you, and you wouldn't have to worry about the things that are outside of your control. That is a very comforting, very profound thought. So, yeah, while I let it sink in, I would love for you to keep that in mind. Always circle back to the same thing and remind yourself that it's cool to believe in Dharma. It's cool to do the right things. It is so, so, so cool to be good to others. So yeah, let's normalize it. Let's see more of it in the world. Let's not steer away just because there's more wrong in front of our eyes. That should be more of a reason why you bring the right things in, because you have strengthened your belief. Strengthened. Arey yeah. What is up with my pronunciation? Strengthened. Okay, leave it. You get it. मतलब तुम्हारे पास वो शक्ति है, अगर तुम्हारा बिलीफ एंड लाइक तुम्हारा एकदम ऐसा वो दृढ़ निश्चय है, तो तुम through you people will be able to feel it. Through you people will gain that belief. Through your experiences people will be able to build their own faith. So if there are so many weak and lost souls, we need more souls who feel strong and rooted in the right values and principles. We need those people, and we need to bring back the divine laws and the beauty that God brings to our life to others. On a side note, I also wanted to share something. I was talking to one of my best friends, and both of us are very like, we have this sense of wanting to help people at scale, but we also know that we might not be doing as much. So we try to keep our heads down and work as much as we can about that, because our weight of our dreams is so high that it can take a toll over us, specifically me. So I don't try to think about it as much. But when I do think about it, I always feel this sense of responsibility, and also very strong inclination towards seeing change in people, or helping them experience the change that I am experiencing. Because one thing that I cannot tolerate is people living anything below their potential, or not knowing their true nature, true soul nature. And that really bugs me, because that is a life wasted. And I can't afford to see so many lives getting wasted. And I know how spirituality has changed me, how much belief and confidence it has brought to my life. So it's less about me and more about people experiencing beauty in their own lives. I want to touch the hearts of people. I want to establish all the beautiful effects of what happens when they live up to their potential and help them see it in their lives. I want them to experience everything that I do, and I want to share it with them. I want to have like that shared moment where I'm not the only one winning. You are the one winning along with me, and we are in this together. We are growing together, and we are all rejoicing in the love of God. That is like the biggest dream, and I want to be able to reach to as many people as possible, not for my personal selfish motive, but to help them see what's hidden beneath their fears and doubts, ignorance, and their material desires. And when I'm able to get through their soul and show them a way to who they truly are, I will feel at peace. I will feel like I made use of the life and the chance that I was given. And I don't know what my duty specifically is or what God wants me to do with my life, but I want to try my best to. I feel it's something related to serving people, but I'm not sure of it yet since I'm very new and like still learning myself. But I want to be a damn good disciple and do my best for God to be able to work wonders through me. And for that, I will have to purify my thoughts. I will have to purify my actions. I will have to purify my body. And by working on my mind, body, and spirit, God will be able to pour his creative energy through me. And yeah, whatever happens will be because of his will and not because I am successful or I made a career out of it. It will always be as per God's will because he wanted me to have that because he was able to express himself through me. It's his creative energy and yeah, the resources that he brought into my life because I would have been nothing if I was only using my mind and senses. I wouldn't have an extraordinary life that I was destined to live. And that's what I want for every single one of us. I want us to live extraordinary lives, not the one where you just get by and wait for the day when everything, hoping that everything changes. But it doesn't have to be that way. At some point, you have to take control in the present and change the present for tomorrow to look different. So, yeah, enough of the pep talk. I think that was pretty much it for today. Give it enough thought and reflect on the same. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.
Free audio post production by alphonic.com.